My guest today is on a one-woman mission to help people learn about Black life here in Paris. Her name is Jacqueline Ngo Mpi, and she is a French entrepreneur originally from Cameroon and the founder of Little Africa Paris. Now, that's a website that offers tips and tours to the best of Africa here in the French capital. Jacqueline, welcome.
Welcome.
Thank you so much for coming on the show. Now, the second edition of your city guide, Africa in Paris, just came out yesterday. Let's go back a bit. What first made you want to start Little Africa in the first place?
Actually, I wanted to share the story of mine and the story of thousands of people that are African descent here in Paris and just looking for their roots and how they can connect it with. So I found out that Paris is a huge place where you have so many places that are related, and also that the links between France and Africa are not just for the last decades, it's for a very long time. And also being a tour guide, I wanted people to see that the Black people that they meet in France are not the people coming for the last few years. They have been here, they fight for France, for generations they are here. So this is how it started.
Now, the real heart of your tours, Little Africa tours, is La Goutte d'Or. It's a neighborhood like the Golden Drop, you would say, in northern Paris. What's that neighborhood like, and what's your favorite thing about that neighborhood?
What I like about this neighborhood is that the people are still, I don't know, I feel like I'm at home because people are still helpful. They are smiling every time. People are, just living their life, and it's a neighborhood that we, as African growing up here, our parents used to take us to that place as being a place where you can meet so many people and also buy some food, of course. So it's something that has a special place in my heart. And also you can find so many fabrics, amazing African fabrics over there. So yeah, it's a place to visit.
Well, what's so interesting about the tours and the book is that you really show kind of a modern taste of contemporary Africa. We're not in the cliches of what my people think about what Africa is. What do you think is the most surprising thing or person that you highlight in this book that might surprise our viewers?
I think something that is really surprising is, for example, we talk about some streets, some street sign that are related to Africa. For example, you have La Passerelle, Léopold Sédar Senghor, and you have the Quai Aimé Césaire. So most of the people doesn't know when they are traveling, and I know this is some of the things that the tourists are looking for when they visit the country is to go to a street sign or a place or a monument that are related to someone that they know, a historical person. So this is one of the things that you can find inside. But also we take you into museums with this new book to discover what is the history of the Black people characters that you see in some paintings, amazing paintings in the Louvre Museum or the Caravalet Museum.
Do you find that tourists, when they come and take your tours, they have misconceptions about Africans in Paris?
Yeah, a lot of them.
Like?
First, they didn't know that there are so many Black people in Paris. And also, they didn't know where. And of course, some of them had some cliche. So what we're trying to do is we have the book promoting a contemporary African history, and also we have the tour. So with the both of them, they can really shape into their mind, a new face.
You're also trying via Little Africa to give back, to help the situation in Africa. Some of the proceeds from this book are going to go help train tour guides, but in Africa. Why was that important to you?
It was so important because I think that tourism can be very, culture in general, but specifically tourism can be a gold. It's a development, level. It's something that all the African government should invest in because the incomes are really significant, and also the jobs. Also, you can create a lot of jobs in this sector. So it's so important to me now to give back because I have been trained in the most visited city in the world. So I think that my experience can be something to give to the one who want to learn.
Just to wrap up and coming back to France, race is always such a tricky subject, particularly here. Do you feel that there has been an improvement in race relations in France over the past years?
Wow, that's a huge question. Right now with the social media, what we see is that there is kind of a liberation of the racism, our voice. So we can feel like we are going back, with a lot of things that if you go on Twitter or on TV, you see so many events or words that are said here in 2018 that can be really painful for the people of my generation. But at the same time, we have a president, for example, who did something that no other French president did before, talking about, for example, the restitution of some art object from Africa, talking about some corporation. It's something that is really interesting to observe right now.
Jacqueline, thank you so much for coming in to speak to us. Jacqueline Ngo with the new city guide, Africa in Paris. We can also check out your tours on littleafrica.fr. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.